Good evening and salutations, my soap opera fans. So, as the title suggests, Jason Morgan is back. And if you could not tell by my review, I was very happy. Um, Also, like I said, it was a little kind of weird so that they're saying him 2 times in one day because I do watch Days of Our Lives, but Jason's back. He is home. I know people sit there and say that he started on days, but we just gonna ignore that. He's back. I'm happy, and yeah, let's get into it. Let's sit there and do a quick roll call and get this ish started. Freddie is in the chat. The amazing, gorgeous goddess Janet is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Black Mon is in the chat. How you doing tonight? Queen Janet. Black Mon, how you doing tonight? Tiger Ice Cream, how you doing tonight? We're gonna get into it. Exactly. We got a lot to talk about. Yes, and of course B&B too, Janet, because we gotta talk about that. We gotta talk about Ridge and him acting like an a-hole. We gotta talk about a lot. Laura B's in the chat. What's good? That's right, Tiger Ice Cream. Jason effing Morgan is back. He is back. He is back. He is back. Glad to hear that. Glad to hear that, Black Mom. Almost burnt myself. Hmm. Yes, that's right. Yes, we're gonna talk about B&B as well. We're gonna talk about B&B as well. We're gonna talk about whatever the hell The Young and the Restless was. We're gonna talk about Days of Our Lives. We got a lot to talk about. So as you are coming in, make sure you do hit the like button because it really does actually help. Somebody actually hit the dislike button on my YouTube video. I'm like, are you effing kidding me? That's right, the amazing, gorgeous cat ladies in the chat. Yes. Cat lady, did you do a review today? Lobby, no, you really didn't. you really didn't. Lobby, you didn't miss anything good today. You didn't. It was nice talk between Billy and Adam, but other than that, unless you like Phyllis, unless you like the Phyllis stuff again. Actually, Lobby, I don't think it was her. I don't actually think it was her this time. Okay, cool. All right, so I'm gonna be looking for that tonight then. Definitely gonna watch that tonight. That's right. I am a fan of Cat Lady. Exactly, Freddie. Exactly, Freddie. Jason effing Morgan is back. No, Lobby, that usually happens when I talk really bad about Jocelyn or going on Carly. That's when that's my girl Jess likes to sit there and get beside herself. Hmm. But yes, I'll definitely be looking forward towards that then. It was so weird. Oh no, Lobby, I wasn't. It was so weird, Cherry Edgekin, because again, I feel like he looks so different though too. Like especially when you look at him in Days of Our Lives and you look at him here. Is it my imagination, or did he seem like he lost weight from Days of Our Lives to General Hospital? Darby is in the chat. What's good, my friend? So yes, if you're a Days of Our Lives fan and you watch him on Days of Our Lives and you watched him today, is it my imagination, or did he actually lose weight? It can't just be me. Oh, we got a new person. Wilson, the Miz, is Jason back as a good guy or bad guy? Is he still Sonny's right hand man? Who knows? But also, let's everyone welcome Wolves and the Miz. Let's welcome. Harrison says I never watched him on days. Oh, okay. Yes, let's welcome him in. Autumn, I think Jason is working on cover to sabotage whoever's trying to take Sonny out because that guy was trying to shoot Sonny Jason. got in the way and got rid of him, the shooter. Yes. That's a working theory. That's an interesting theory. Interesting theory, I'll sit there and say. That's one interesting theory. And how are you doing tonight, Autumn? It's good to see you. Justin, Kyle is going to pair up with Claire. I like that because fans are acting like Summer isn't a hypocrite when she saw Kyle with that Cuban girl Lola and got jealous after she slept with Billy. Oh wow. It was good, Justin. Darby, today I discovered that I hate Abby more than Phyllis. That entitled cheater made me feel sorry for. Wow. Wow. Francis, how are you doing tonight? I hope you had a good day. It's good to see you again. Francis Dixon. Autumn says, Albert, what happened on B&B? I missed that episode. I actually want to do a review on this. You can definitely check that out. Pretty much long story short, Finn is not comfortable being around Stephanie. And Ridge was acting like his usual a-hole self. Um, so yeah, Finn couldn't even kiss Stephanie. That's the thing. Finn couldn't even kiss. He couldn't even bring himself to kiss her. So yeah, that's pretty much the gist of it. And of course, Ridge was being all controlling and being an a-hole to Finn, telling him what he should be doing. I'm like, bro, if you don't sit your ass somewhere in the corner. Wolf says I was confused when the guy called him Jacob. I was like, oh no, Jason doesn't remember who he is. I gotta go back and have to look at that again because I don't remember seeing that part. I think I was just so in awe that I saw Jason back that I was like, and the thing is, like, I knew Jason was coming back. Yeah, Laura B, he was being him. He was being a dick. Okay? Well, he was being a dick. I can't even sit there and not curse about that part. Freddie says I knew Heather was faking about the. Well, of course. Eagle Fang. What's up, Albert? I skipped every part and went to the Jason Morgan part. That quick shot Jason got on the sniper. Yeah, Eagle Fang. It was really good to sit there and see him again. Honestly, sure Jason remember who he is. Didn't he call Don? Yes, he did. Yes, he did. He did actually say that today on Nobody says, well, that was a race to see who I hate more. And today was wow. Cavalier says, yes, that's what they called him, Jacob. That's so weird. I don't know how I missed that part. I don't know how I missed that part. Francis says, there was some wine art. I thought it was boring today. Yeah, it wasn't really that great. Um, I had to sit there and try to pick out pieces that I generally like because it was really difficult. Um, I could care less about Christine and Danny. I really could. I think Christine is being desperate. I think Phyllis is being desperate. I think Danny is being irresponsible. I think that Billy shouldn't have actually went on that trip. He wasn't needed. Um, I'm like, those are his parents. How about you sit there and take a back seat for a hot minute? Sandy. Oh my God, it's so good to see you, Sandy. How you doing? Hope all is well in your world. Good to see you in the chat. Arnold says, I've found that Heather's going to kidnap Ace. Baby Ace, yeah. She's already gonna go after that go after that guard. Um, I don't know. It's interesting you say that because, like, um, I get it. And this is my whole thing. People are sitting there saying that they want Abby back with Chance, and we're just like, why would you want her? Why would you want him back with a cheater for? Why would you want him back with a cheater? I don't understand that. Like, Abby's gonna be working close at exactly, Sandy. That's what I was saying too. I was like, I'm glad he's back home, Sandy. even though technically he was on Days of Our Lives first, but still, yeah, Freddie, no, he remembers. I think it's more of a threat. I think somebody is threatening his family. Well, of course, Laurie. I mean, it's Heather Weber. Heather Weber. AE. Hey guys, Norbert. I heard Weinar is scrapping the Danny Phillips and Christine store because oh, oh AE that would be AE. Do you understand how that actually sounds like music to my ears? Like seriously, AE? You came in and you came in with good news and you made me smile. I appreciate you, AE. All right, I'm about to sit there and check these likes, and I'm also gonna cheat because I'm gonna sit there and hit the like button as well. Cherry Ice Cream, I do think he was sincere about Portia. I do. I think he was actually sincere about Portia. I also think he's a clueless idiot, but yes, he was sincere. He says, "Hey man, I appreciate you also. Thank you, A. It's good to see you. It's good to see you again." Okay, so we got 13 likes. If somebody can hit the like button, so this way we get 14 likes, because 13. Um, yes, thank you, A. Oh yeah, I definitely think that Wolves. Curry says maybe Cyrus just want to run a cult now. Yeah, he wants to be a discounted Mitch Lawrence. Hmm, interesting, Freddie. Francis says that Spencer's definitely alive. Oh, he's alive. He's coming back. Francis, he just went to go do his Netflix thing for a little bit. He's coming back. Justin says I'm not a fan of both Phyllis and Abby, but Abby isn't a saint either. When she said with Phyllis, daughter Summers, late husband Austin. Big Nate. The soaps were good for the most part. Minor was kind of lagging a little bit. It wasn't terrible, but it could have been better what it was. And Days wasn't really that great, but it wasn't terrible either. What's good, Big Nate? It's good to see you. Hope all is well with you. That's right. Jason Morgan is back. And I'm going to keep saying that. I know it's crazy, Sandy. He can't understand why people haven't forgotten who he is, which is weird. I mean, he said that to Portia, like, "Hey, listen, maybe one day you could sit there and find in your heart to forgive me." I'm like, huh? What? Like, wait, really? Elliot says, "Anyone see the love in it?" Yeah. Oh, yes, yes. I said the same thing, Cat Lady Murphy. I was like, yo, listen. Ava and Sunny are going to be a thing. I don't think that people are going to be happy, but they're going to be a thing. How you doing, Queen Bell? Melly Mama Hard Queen. Yeah, no, they're going to be a thing. They was defending each other like there was no tomorrow. They're going to be a thing. Wolf says, I wonder if Jason and Drew will finally bond. I'm not happy with the character of Drew for him being the next Navy SEAL. He doesn't carry himself like one. Freddie said, this is the only time Portia didn't get on my nerves. I don't blame her for being pissed. Like, you held my. Exactly. Yes. Exactly. Freddie. Yes. Nate says, yeah, JM is back on GH. It's obviously clear he's being blackmailed. Yes. I said the same thing. Last day was good. Ronnie Ron. Ronnie Ron, how you doing today, Ron? How are you doing? How are you doing, my friend? How you doing last day? It's good to see you. I'm not. I was trying to watch it. I was trying to watch it early. I couldn't watch it. Like the. I'm gonna try to watch it tonight. I'm gonna try to watch a little bit tonight. I actually got done with my soaps early, so this way I could try to watch it tonight. Honestly, that you will probably get insecure now that Jason is back. You will probably fear that Jason will take Carly from him. I can see that. Yeah, last day. It's good to see you again, my friend. I hope everything is good with you. I hope work and life and everything. So I hope all is well with you. It's good to see you. And also I hope one day you can get back into um doing reviews or just doing videos in general. Valerie, it's funny. I was actually thinking about you. I was actually thinking about you today. Valerie says, however, I wish they would put another security guard. Exactly. Why just put one? Also, yeah, Ron, he was being a dick. Last day says, I'm good. I watched you today to see Jason return and brought some excitement. Yes. Last day, yes. I'm with it. I am with it. It was great. It was great last day. Kelly says, Drew do need to be nervous because Jason is Carly's obsession. Yeah, it's so weird. Francis says, I saw sort of dirt that maybe Peter August may not be dead. Yeah, I saw that too. I saw that too. Monique, yes, we were just there saying that. It seemed like he's not brainwashed. He's just uh, he's being threatened probably. And yes, thank you, Black Mike. Make sure you hit the like button because it really does actually help. We got 43 people in the chat, so I'm gonna check the likes in a little bit, but keep them up, people. It really does help. Uh, it was okay, Ron. It wasn't super great, but it wasn't terrible either. So it was kind of in the middle, especially for them, especially for Julie, which I'm kind of just like, eh. Oh, I heard about that. AE. Autumn says, I have a feeling that Nina is going to corner Ava about her growing connection to Sunny. I mean, like I said before, Sunny ain't no prize to try to fight for. Yeah, and I agree with that too. Wolf says, Albert, I blame my mother for my crush on Jason. My mother got me into GH. As a teenager, I fell in love with Jason. Okay. But I'm like I said, I'm glad you enjoyed the episode today. It was really good. Last day says, I don't know if you like this, but tomorrow I'm getting okay. Yeah, listen. Last day, I enjoy your videos, so I enjoy your videos, so I'll definitely be looking forward to watching it. Autumn says, I can't wait to see. I can't wait to see where Jason has been for the last year and a half. Exactly, because dude doesn't seem like. Here's the thing: he was crushed under all of that rubble and everything like that, and then he comes out and he's all nice and fresh and fine and everything. I'm like, what? Hey, Jakaris was good. Hey, he says, I like the actor who plays John Cates. I'm glad somebody does, because I feel like a lot of people don't like him because he doesn't look like the old Jagger. I've been good, Jakaris. How have you been? How's the art world and everything? Yeah, okay, good. I'm glad to hear that. Okay, I mean, like I said, I'm looking forward towards your take on the game now. Justin says, Albert, I was referring to Abby bashing Phyllis today. I'm not a fan of both, but Abby shouldn't be. Well, yes, no, I agree with that. I agree with that. Yeah, no, I know, Justin. I agree with that. I mean, good art is art. Okay, and you're doing a review tonight. Okay, all right. I definitely look forward to watching it, then, Jakaris. I doubt it, Francis. I doubt he's gonna die. Wow. All right, so hey, let's check out these likes. Okay, we got eight. Okay, we got 20, so that's good. No, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Wolves. Freddie says Dante's been on the show too long. Exactly, Freddie. That's why I was like, no, he's not going anywhere. He's not going anywhere. What's so great about Danny? Two grown women. I wouldn't say that, Ron, but I was good, Duan. I wouldn't sit there and say that, but I do think it's kind of pathetic for two women to be sitting there arguing over a man. I will sit there and say that. And how you doing tonight, Allison? I can review the rest of last week of Days and GH because everything has been so busy. Well, I mean, it's understandable, Jakar. You got to do it when you have time. When you have time, then you put it out, and the audience that you have will understand. So you do it on your own pace. It's good to see you, Allison. Lasse says B&B today was so boring, but Finn act. There, I can say he's doing a great job. You can feel the different emotions about his wife shooting his bio mom. Okay. It's always been very up and down for me. Oh, yeah, I think that's definitely a rumor. No, is that Valley? No, no, Francis. I think that's definitely a rumor. Oh yeah, Danny. Yeah, Wolves Danny. Justin says I think they're trying to have Jason reunite with Sam because her and Dante were boring. Angel Blue. I haven't seen you in a hot minute. It's good to see you again, Angel Blue. And Ambassador Sam, the great, the goat. How are you doing, my friend? And Dave, how are you doing tonight? How are you doing tonight, Dave? Nah, he's probably a good guy. You know they're not gonna make him full villain. Yeah, no, Francis. You always gotta be careful about those spoilers because like those spoilers from certain channels. No, just not. They're not gonna kill him off. You always gotta be wary about spoilers from like different. Yeah, Allison. It's unless they got cheaper bulletproof vests. No, it does not make a lot of sense, Allison. Money says Jake is Jason Q while Danny is Jason Morgan. Yeah, I don't okay. I don't understand why would Chase let Dante run off with two suspects by himself? That didn't make any sense whatsoever. Oh yeah, he went to go after those two perps, and you're still here. Why? Ron says, Albert, do you think that Everett was lying to Julie or being honest? I can't tell, Ron. I really can't tell. I can't sit there and say one way or the other. But he says, I don't see the point of Jace trying to put Tracy and Gregory together. Alexis, he probably will be knocked on. Exactly. That's why I said there's no point of, there's no, exactly. That's why I said there's no point of putting anyone together with him because you're going to kill him off anyway. Kelly said, yes, right, he didn't. I'm like, it didn't really make any sense. Exactly, Allison. That's all I was like, it's, I know that they're trying to do that for plot, but like, Mel says I'm never wrong on my true spoilers. Just can't tell anyone where I get them from. Okay, that's fine. I respect that, Mel. I hope so too, Wolves, because I mean, we'll probably will, hopefully. Elliot says Chase is going to feel like, well, yeah, he should because it didn't literally make any sense. Darby says bulletproof vest may stop the bullet, but the impact of the bullet may break a rib or. Oh. Lashanta, I'm disappointed. How? Wow, disappointed. What are you disappointed for? Angel says always got to be Chase and Jason. And Mr. Bear, I can't see Finn and Steffi ever staying together again. I mean, yeah, after you shot somebody's bio mom, I can see that too. Sandy says, I think they will find out Greggy has been misdiagnosed. Yeah, I can see them pulling some laziness like that. Unfortunately, if they want to sit there and bring him back, I can see them doing that. What you don't like about Jason's return, Lashanta? Exactly, Riley, like Hat Daddy. But I mean, to be fair, they really did botch that whole thing. Now, you're the second person that said that he might be undercover. You're the second person that said that he might be undercover at Angel Bloom. And Rachel, or they could find a treatment that extends his life a bit, but not a full cure. Yeah, I can see them doing that too. I mean, it would be insulting though. I mean, find like somewhat of a cure for ALS. Jesus fucking Christ, why did he do that? Okay, never mind. Will says, I kind of think Sonny found him and kept him. I don't want quite as in the whole today's episode. There was something about the way Sonny was acting with the feds. Hmm. That's a theory. Why everyone? Maybe I should do it. Maybe I should put up a poll. Exactly. Oh, yes, Kylie, definitely hit that like button. I mean, it's possible, Ron. I mean, it also is possible that he could be lying too. Me Cobb is in the chat. Was good. I know. That's why I looked at it. Thank you, Cat Lady, and thank you, Larby. Why is this taking so long? Oh, it just took me a second. I was like, what the? Oh, okay. We got 24 likes, and we got 51 people in the chat. Okay, cool. Damn. Yeah, Lashata, it seems like you never lost it. Yes, hit that like button because it really does actually help. Wolf says, thank you, Albert. It makes sense that Sonny found him on Castle Island, kept Jason dead to the world to have his operator as a ghost. I mean, I guess. I don't know. I mean, it's possible. Kelly says Albert Greg needs some love before he goes. Before he, I'm not even gonna sit there and say what I was going to say. But like I said, if they found some sort of temporary cure for his ALS, I just feel like that would just be kind of an insult. It's like the same thing they did when they dragged out Willow's, Willow's cancer. Yes, no, Angel Blue, it's good to see you again. Like, wow, it's been a minute. So, and Crystal, good to see you again. Allison said Jason also knew who Sonny was and out the shot. Yes. Lady J's in the chat. Lady J is in the chat. Queen Jess is in the chat. Okay. I tried to get to your comment, Ron. It's just like literally. Oh, yeah, you do have a heart now. So, I mean, granted, I wouldn't want any kid having OCD. Kelly says the chat is going for, yeah. I mean, for what, Ron? I mean, it wouldn't make any sense why he would fire him now. Ron says, put this in the chat that you are responsible for Passions being canceled due to petition because of Tabitha. Well, Ron, I did it because I'm a very mean and petty person. That's why I did it, Ron. But I'm glad that you said that, though. I'm glad that you said that. Okay, Michelle. I will call you Michelle. Yeah, that's what they seem like they diagnosed him under, Laura B. And yeah, cat lady, no, it was going a little kind of fast. I hopped on for a second. I saw. I was like, oh goddamn, okay. Yeah, Jess, I was pretty damn happy. I was pretty damn happy. You want to see OCD seems like you're hyper focused on being neat. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Just said, but I don't get why they just left Dante. Just I don't understand why Chase didn't go with Dante. Yeah, no, that was a good conversation that they had. Um, about needing help and stuff like that. LA says maybe GH is about to do a B&B like with Eric to Greg. I'll be so pissed off. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I'll be so pissed off if they do that. I'll be so tight because I was already annoyed when they did that with Eric. But again, I don't understand why Chase just allowed Dante to go after two suspects by himself. Like that made no sense. Duan says, "Oh, okay, so Duan is on this trolling this again." Duan says, "Why do some fans think that they can tell the writers what to do?" Um, I don't think it's so much as telling them. I think it's like they want stuff. It's not so much as telling them. What's good, Dolly? Where's Dolomedics at anyway? Did Dolomedics actually? Oh, there you are. Jesus Christ, my bad, Dolly. I actually only saw him because everyone kept saying Dolly. There we go. Sorry, I missed you for a hot minute. We actually got a lot of people in here. Just says no one heard the gunshot. Everyone just. What else? My Alice says I think Sonny knows about Jason. They are flirt, firing with effing with each other. Rachel. Rachel says they probably won't do that because Gregory, as an actor, can deliver a lot in terms of an end of life storyline. Plus, the death of Gregory would open up. I mean, I want that to happen. Not that I want a character to die, but like the dude has ALS. Uh, Cat Lady got that diva like energy. Let me go and find. Where the hell is it? Oh, I did. No, I read that. Yeah, no, I read that, Cat Lady. That's what I was supposed to say. I hope they don't do that because that would just annoy me. Like I hope they don't. I hope they don't do. and then you just said fine. Okay, hold on. Well, what did you write? Oh, okay. Nope. I don't see what you wrote. Sonny won't trust Jason now. I think. Why won't he? Wow. Everyone has this theory. I mean, if y'all are right, then okay, cool. Beverly says, and Dante just got hurt to make Sonny crazy now. Yeah, I still think it was stupid. I still think it was stupid. Joanne says, "Well, I won't say Gregory is going to die. He's too much. He has too much potential for Tracy. So yeah, they just gonna sit there and just bring him back. Like I said, with Cat Lady, it's like they just gonna sit there and just pull an Eric and just find some sort of cure. And I'm like, whatever. It would be so stupid. Just as Jason doesn't seem like he's brainwashed, but I wonder why he was called. I didn't see that. You know, it's weird because a lot of people said that. And Krista, did you see the Soap Opera Digest interview with Steve saying the changes and writing staff changed the trajectory of his return? It's a completely different story than the original intended better. Well, that's just wow, it actually seemed like they really decided to do this ish right. A said GH used to have medical counsels for the stories, but they haven't had them for a long time due to budgets. Yeah, that's damn obvious. Mel says, I knew that Harris was going to expose Officer Goldman, but did not tell that Stepman shot and ejected him to get Xander off the charges to rape. Okay. I mean, it makes sense for him not to sit there and say anything. To Stepman to sit there and, I get that. Jess says, and I'm sick of Heather screaming at everyone. Yeah, it does start to get a little bit too OG after a while. Crystal says, I thought Chase said Dante told him to go back to let Anna know that they were safe and the perps took off, leaving their rifle behind. Does Dante outrank Chase? That's still, I mean, honestly, tell you the truth, there was really no point for Chase to go back. Everything was already handled. So Chase going back literally made no sense. Freddie says, I don't blame Michael. I was like, yep, if Sonny be mad, he's going to be mad. But at least, yes, I said the same thing. Yeah, she's about to escape, which honestly, tell you the truth, I'm like, I don't know his thing, Callie. I don't know where this chick found a bobby pin from. Lashanta says, I didn't see B&B stuff. He's still waiting for Finn. No, Finn came back. Lashanta, just for him to leave again. Yeah, he came back, and then Ridge acted like a dick, and then he left again. So yeah, she waited for him to come back just for him to leave again. Yeah, that's exactly how it sounds. Just says, if crazy ass follow that man, I'm done. I saw that too. Exactly. That's what I said, Valley. That's what I was like. She's like MacGyver. Yes, exactly. Ron says, I heard that EJ is still going to make sure that Tate faces charges, even though Holly says, yeah, he's and Duan is trolling. Okay, that's awesome. Rich was right. Yeah, okay. Um, wait, I'm sorry. Lashante, do you actually agree with that? Yeah, Ron. It seems like he would do that. He is a dick like that. Now Michelle says created Jason Morgan for him. Maybe I missed the other part. Yes, Rachel, that's what a lot of people in the chat is what they're saying. That Heather's going to sit there and wow, okay, so y'all actually agree that Rich was right. Okay. So Rich coming in this grown ass man's house, telling him what his responsibility should be. Okay, that's cool. Crystal said, "Didn't Heather have a safety pin still? Where did she find it?" That's a good question. Oh wow. Yeah. uh. Oh, I'm trying, Michelle. I'm trying. Like I said, Michelle, there's a lot of people in the comments. So if I don't get to you, don't take it personal. Rachel says, "So who killed Austin Gatlin Hope because he had mob ties? I wonder if it's tied to the current storyline with the mob stuff." I think it is. We've been waiting for that for a hot minute, so they haven't solved that yet, and that's been going since last year. Krista says, "I heard a rumor is Gregory was misdiagnosed. He originally had Lyme disease back when James played Gregory." Wow. Okay, I don't know. Okay, but yeah, Krista, I've heard they're gonna do something stupid like that. Krista says, "My mom officially moved Saturday. I'm so ready. It's been 6 long weeks." I think it's pretty awesome that you're doing that for your mom now. Analysis says hashtag justice for Austin. Cat Lasso says, "I'm the only one who found Ridge annoying telling Finn how to feel." Exactly. I get that Steffi is his daughter, but he's a grown man. Let her fight her own battles. Exactly. How you gonna sit there and tell some? And Thomas said the same thing too. Thomas is like, "Oh well, he needs to sit there and just eventually get over it and move on." I'm like, you mean like everyone's forgot? Like everyone needs to sit there and just move on from the fact that at one point he was a sociopath who was obsessed with hope and actually had a mannequin? Get the F out of here. Get the F out of here. Yeah, Lashanta, they forgot him since last year. Rachel says, "So Gregory got diagnosed at the same clinic as Marshall." Just say, yeah, get over it and be there for your effing wife. I know she did not just say that. Wow. So you're cool with a man going in another grown ass man's house and telling him how to deal with his feelings and saying just F it, get over it and be with your wife. What the wow. And she said this is in all caps. Wow. Mr. Bear says the actor playing Jason is the actor playing Jason a different character now? I don't know. Yes, exactly, Black Mind. We gotta hit that like button. Hit that effing like button. Beat that like button's ass. Dolly says Thomas and Steffi still cry about their daddy not being with their mom. How can they tell anyone to move on? And yes, let me highlight that. Let me highlight that. Yes. What? I heard that Teresa's going to hire Sloan to represent Tate and EJ still wants. Well, yeah, I mean, EJ's a dick, so. Wow, yeah, we got 53 people up in the chat. Thank you, Blackman. I appreciate that. Okay, cool. We got 29 likes, so that's something. I'm gonna put my classic emoji in there because at this point I think everyone knows what that means. There we go. There we go. My classic emoji never fails. Valerie says Jason is going. Just says, what's the toilet seats? Jess, you know exactly why I have those toilet seats. Think about who's going to be on tomorrow, Jess. Valerie says Jason is going to be looking for bread. Yeah, he's gonna be real disappointed. Yeah, Freddie, it should be interesting. It should be interesting to see Danny and Jake and everything like that. Nina Nation just is taking over. Carly is yesterday's news. You just got to get over it. Yeah, Jess, you're just gonna have to get over it. What do you think about that? Yep, doing it. That's for Jocelyn. Kelly says Cam's around. Oh yeah, Josh tomorrow. Yeah, that's exactly why I put that up there. Michelle says I reposted a comment Albert about the '90s interview with Steve. Said he hated the clean cut version of Jason Quartermain. If you scroll up, but there's like I said, there's so many comments. But I'm glad you reposted it. I'm glad you reposted it. Just says, don't tell me to do what. I can't remember anymore. Rachel says, this is the emoji for Albert because it represents homie's hot and spicy dinner. Ron says, Albert, if this Sheila thing does go to court, I'm sure Deacon is going to give a statement that Steffi said that she wanted. Yeah, that is something that you read that wrong. Oh, don't tell me what. Oh, don't tell me what to do. uh, I love it. Justice Smith is saying, "Don't tell me what to do." I love it. Have a good night, Sandy. It was really great to see you again. And LaShawn, hope Logan didn't tell her man Thomas that she had, and so his brother. Yeah, LaShawn. She did forget that. Oh, we got LaShawn and we got LaShanta. Wow. LaShanta says Albert Nina will flip about. Yeah, no, she definitely will. Yeah, she definitely will. But don't tell you what to do. Oh, Jess is so cute. I love it. But yeah, no, Lashanta, she will flip out. Like I said, isn't her man what you're saying? Thomas isn't her man. I said the same thing. I'm like, Jess, you know where that's going. You know where that's going. We all know where that's going. Uh, Allison says, I got some 90s love to attend to. Love ya. May see ya if Kyrie's is streaming. All right, you have a good night, Allison. It was really great to see you. Let me put, there we go. There we go. Kelly said, did you see Anna's face when Ava was stepping up for Sunny? LOL, even Anna knows. Francis says Luna probably going to be pregnant after sleeping with Zende. Yeah, I can see that story playing out. It'll be so messed up because here's the thing: Zende's already getting so much smoke from people online. Um, and Sony reportedly negotiated for a middle ground that would let Spider-Man 4 street level story and multiverse together, multiverses together. Okay, that's good now because they have to work it out. They don't have to work that out. I mean, Sony knows that they can't do really good movies. Just as she also slept with RJ, so she's not going to know who. Yep. All right, you have a good night, Krista. It was really great to see you. Ron says I forgot to mention that Phoenix still isn't feeling well. He said that during his spoilers. Okay, I haven't watched the channel in a hot minute, but I hope the best for him. I hope he feels better soon. Freddie says if Ava and Sunny hit the sheets, that would be so messy that would ruin their friendship. It would be even more messy if Nina ratted out Ava and saying Ava knew I turned. See, I can see it playing out like that. I'm here for it, but yeah, Laura B, it looks like it may go that way. But have a good night, Krista. Juan says Ava was still right. The PCPD doesn't do a good job, and even Jagger tried to protect him at first. Rachel says, I think their friendship is actually more interesting. Hmm. Okay. Oh, that's about. No, no, no. No, that was about. Have a good night, Francis. Lashanta says, where is Zende's ex-wife, Nicole? Maybe she may come in. Maybe she may come. Since they got Xander back, maybe she'll come in. Yeah, I was like, exactly. Freddie was like, do I know you? Oh, Callie, no, it was definitely gonna be a good night. Whatever, it was, it was gonna be a bad night. Have a bad night. Mr. Bear says, I hope B&B don't have Finn acting like he's possessive. He's possessed with Sheila's spirit. I mean, I think it'll be interesting if he does go a little bit dark. Renee, how you doing tonight? Good to see you. Ron says our chief baker is coming back, so Riz can't do anything or try to bribe. Well, I mean, I don't think he'd try to bribe him, but I do think it's a good idea for him to get a lawyer. Yes, what's good, Renee? No, Dewine. He just doesn't want to be around his murderous wife. The blood of his mother is still on the damn carpet. I think he wants some space, and I think he's entitled to his space. That's the crazy thing. I'm like, I don't really understand that. Of course, of course, you got people like Justin that they talk about. Oh, Finn needs to sit there and get over his feelings, just be there for his wife. I'm like, yo, listen. I don't think y'all understand what a husband's job is, and a husband's job is not to sit there and be some sort of mindless slave. Like, just as I feel like Tracy and Brooklyn keep having the same convo. Yes, Duan, his murder's wife. Exactly, Gemini. Effing Jason Morgan is back. Yeah, Duan, and yeah, Jess. Because husbands aren't slaves, contrary to popular belief. Ron says, "Albert, what do you think of Jason's return?" I'm effing excited. I am hyped. I'm here for it. And I cannot be more happier. LaShanta Steffi Force needs to get rid of that rug. Well, yeah. Yeah, I think that LaShawn, yeah, I think that'll be a good start. Just says he can have his space, but then he needs to go back to his wife. Yeah, eventually at some point. When he's ready. He can't even act, so thank you, Ambassador Sam. Thank you. Nah, it's I'm just so surprised. I'm like, yo, we got like 48, we got like 53 people in the chat at one point, Ambassador Sam. Why was Ava concerned? Ron says so. Ava, why was concerned about today? I'm sorry, you're gonna have to rewrite that. Kelly says I was shocked that Brooklyn said anything to Tracy. Why? Oh, yeah, I can actually say that. They usually would actually drag it out a little bit more. You have a point, Cat Lady. Yeah, just I kind of felt like that. Cat Lady, you understand when I saw it, Jason, it was like seeing Batman. It was just that cool. AE says 10 is the worst actor. I tuned. It was funny, AE. I said the same thing, and I get so much smoke for it too. Gemini says, I'm talking about your excitement. Jason never did anything for me since his accident. He plays the same person doing the same thing. Eh, I get that. I get, like, I'm not even, I get that, Gemini. Their ability, this episode was a filler. Well, which one? You talking about General Hospital, right? Unlimited. I thought the new head writers were supposed to take over. I know, that's exactly what I said. And Danny Bear's in the chat. Well, here's the thing, Jess. I did sit there and tell people that are watching General Hospital to come through tonight. The one said, did I say the husband what did I say that husband was a slave? I was the person defending Kyle while everyone was mad that he that's true. That's true. I give you that. I give you that. And you said the guy who plays Zende and RJ, same, I guess B&B is watching the budget. Uh, hmm? Just as Brooklyn can't sing anyway, her career is not going anywhere. She can use the side hustle. I agree with that. Gemini says Tracy worked her behind off for ELQ and Ned, and the new generation screwed it all up. Oh, Danny, but you just finished watching. Okay, so you know. You know. Kelly says, Mel says, I got good news that Venom 3 is going to have Tom, Eddie Jump, and some other people I've never heard of. Okay. Aunt May. Okay, that's interesting. A says Tanner needs to stick to modeling and hey, to be fair, I do like those Liberty commercials. Unlimited says, hey Chad JH was filler. I'm happy Jason is back. She's a manager. She managed Blaze, who is a star with superstar potential. Danny and Jake were starstruck. Yes, I did see that. Terry Skin says I didn't expect them to show him so soon in this episode. Well, they did. Here's the thing. Yeah, they did sit there and say it was March 4th. So I knew at some point. And yes, Gemini, happy Monday to you as well. Unlimited says Brooklyn is successful as a music manager. Look what she did with Chase. That's true. LaShawn says Hope Logan needs to be there as a friend to Finn. Yeah, LaShawn, but it's going to be more than just a friend now. We all know that. We all know that. It did throw me, Jess, that they did show him early. Unlimited says people said GH felt like a Friday episode, and I can understand why. Yeah, Gemini, I said the same thing. I was like, how he had a bulletproof vest and he got shot. But here's the thing, Gemini, why was he running after the suspect by himself? That's something else. Yeah. It's so, like I said, hey, I said the same thing. I said the same thing, and people was like, "What are you talking about? He's doing great. He's like, all right, I don't know." But like I said, unlimited. I'm happy. Same thing, Danny Bear. I'm happy. To that made zero sense. What's the point of having exactly unlimited? I said the same thing. I said the same thing. And of course, unlimited. He's going to feel bad now, and he should. But Dante shouldn't have ran off chasing two suspects by himself. So it's like Freddie said the wedding dress Brooklyn wore was so ugly, just especially for rich people. Freddie, for people that are rich, yeah, it didn't really make a lot of sense. Mr. Bear says Eric was married to Sheila. I wonder how he will react. Hmm. Yes, yes, you did tell me that, Mal. I'm actually glad that you did tell me that. Because it's usually jarring when that stuff happens. Gemini says usually with a bulletproof vest, you get the reaction of a bullet, but not the actual hit. Well, Gemini, like I said, if unless they decide to be cheap with it, I mean, Rachel, like I said, if it was a high-powered rifle, that I can understand. But Debbie says you're right. Dante would be the cop who would yell at a rookie for doing it. Thank you, Darby. Yes. Anna says I can't stand Hope and her sanctimonious garbage. Okay, that's an interesting take, Anna. And how are you doing tonight? That's an interesting take. I mean, the thing is, when he got shot, it showed the area he got hit. That's why it didn't make any sense. It actually showed the hit he actually got. It showed the damaged part that he got hit in. That's what didn't make any sense. Unlimited. I mean, my whole thing is, and I sat there and I looked at it. And it's like I understood where Hope was coming from because Hope, like the feelings towards Deacon, is very complicated. It's the same feelings that Finn would have towards Sheila. So on some level, I understood what Hope was meant to trying to connect to him. But Unlimited. I was again when I saw Sonny and Ava defending each other. I was like, wow, this is interesting. Unlimited says, I agree. He had a vest on, but he was shot in the chest. The vest should have protected him. Yeah, it should have Unlimited, but that's what I'm saying. It's for plot because the vest should have protected him, and Chase should have went with him. So there was a lot of stuff that just didn't really make a lot of sense. Oh my lord. Oh, you're talking to Danny. Never mind. We'll hook them up so they won't. I think so too. Unlimited. And then now, of course, friction with Ava and Nina. A says the whole Dominic. He's not. I doubt they're gonna kill him off. Justice and Jason took that guy out quick. I wonder why he had the guy leave the rifle behind him. It was kind of a last minute move though, Jess, when he took him out, because he could have took him out beforehand. Like he could have took him out at any point in time. Lemon said the chest wasn't plausible. No, but a lot of things wasn't plausible though. Gemini says the shot was in the chest, and when you wear bulletproof vest, you have something like place in the plate. Yeah, no, it didn't make any sense. I kind of want Lou to come back. Well, maybe the PCPD got cheap. I mean, yeah, Freddie, what's the point of actually wearing a bulletproof vest if it's not gonna work? Wink, wink. Just wanted to add GH previews for tomorrow. Shows Dante bleeding out of his mouth. If he dies, I don't want to hear one word out of Chase. Wink, wink. Annie says Finn should be with Steffi. He was over talking to Hope to begin with. No reason when all this went down at Steffi's. Hmm. Yeah, that's what a lot of people are there saying. I don't know. I kind of disagree with that to some extent, but I respect your opinion now. Back to the new writers. When are they supposed to start? I thought they were supposed to start. That's a good question. Danny says, I think Jason is trying to lead the cops to what's going on while working on the cover, maybe. Maybe. Yeah, I can agree with that. Unlimited. I mean, and that's the thing, though. I think I was able to overlook a lot of that stuff because Jason's back when you stop to think about it. Because if you really sit there and try to break this stuff down, there's stuff that just doesn't really add up. The bulletproof vest not working, Dante going after these guys without backup. But, unlimited, yeah, they're usually good for the most part. Angel Blue says new writers started today, right? That's a good question. I don't know either, Freddie. Rachel says, who is looking weirder and weirder? Phyllis and Wine are like, girl, you're doing too much. Well, here's the thing, Rachel. She looks desperate. That's my issue. She looks desperate as F. Wow. Okay, that's an interesting take. But Finn is still the worst husband. I mean, like I said, Annie, and I know this is probably going to rub you the wrong way, but I'm like, maybe Finn just does not want to be with his murderous wife right now. The wife who, like, killed his mother and literally has blood on the floor. Just saying, maybe he wants to sit there and have some time. Now, Danny says, I understand how Finn feels. It makes sense. It's a lot to take in. And it's a lot to take in now. And Sheila died in their house. He needs some time to process. Some people just don't get it. Exactly. And that's the thing, Danny. People are sitting there saying, well, Finn just needs to sit there and get over his feelings and be with his wife. What? How about he needs to sit there and take some time to process it? You know? How about that? How about he needs to sit there and take some time to process it? Instead of having this Instead of having Steffi's dick of a dad come in there and start trying to tell this man what to do. Seriously, I couldn't imagine having a father-in-law like that. I would have cursed that man out so bad. And of course, just as like he can process it, but then go back to his wife. But then go back to his wife. Okay, once again, just says I stand with the dick of a dad. Cool, that's good. Ron says, "What if Steffi died?" That's a good point. Okay, now Annie says Steffi was a victim too. See, this is okay, and this is again once again where I have to agree to disagree with you all because this is the second time that Steffi. That's the second time that Steffi played victim. This is thank you, Danny. Jesus Christ, this is the second time that Steffi wants to play victim. Okay, you confront a sociopath in a dark alley. What do you think is going to happen? You go to this woman's place where she's living and you assault her. But oh no, you came over my house and like what? Get the F out of here. LaShawn says Luna's going to be mad at her uncle Cyrus. He's the reason that she was in the con. Well, yeah. I think she's gonna be a little more than mad. Unlimited says Steffi can't do what she wants respectfully with herself. Hmm. And Brenda, however, Brenda here question: do you think Finn and Hope may end up together? If so, how would? Oh yeah, they know they're definitely gonna end up together. They're definitely gonna end up together. Um, but I think here's the thing, Brenda. I think Xander's gonna have something to do with that. I think Xander's also gonna sit there and drop a wedge when he does come back. So yes. And how you doing tonight, Brenda? And he says when someone breaks into your home like that. Okay, Annie, on that note, I do agree. On that note, I do agree, Annie. Because that was out of pocket. I'm not gonna sit there. That was definitely out of pocket, Annie. That I will agree. Unless everyone welcome Brenda. God damn, it's like a party tonight. No, no, it's, Annie, like I said, you got a good point. So, I give you your props. And it's also good to see you tonight. Freddie says Nina should just let Sonny go because after he's yes, Freddie, that's exactly what I said. Once you slam the door in a woman's face, it's a wrap at that point. Ron says so. We the people just gonna pretend 2017 when Steffi shot Sheila first and she got off because of Eric. The a-hole pleaded not pressing charges. Hmm. Now, Lorby says Steffi is a victim in a sense. Sheila broke into her home. Yes, yeah, that I can agree with. That I can agree with. I know, Freddie. That's why I said that. Why do you think people always sit there and say hit the like button? Brenda says, question, Albert, how do you feel? How do you think B&B Luna might end up pregnant by Zendaya? I think that I think it's going to be unfortunate. I think it's going to just be a very unfortunate kind of story because even though she said she didn't get taken advantage of, it's like being the product of art in a sense. Because like Lulu, in a sense, is the product of what happened with Luke and Laura. So I think that's just going to be a whole messy situation. But yeah. See, exactly, Freddie. I mean, honestly, tell you, YouTubers always sit there and say it, and it does get kind of annoying to be honest. But it really does actually. It really does help. Also, I did sit there and tell a lot of the B&B fans to come out tonight. So Unlimited says Lulu isn't a product of that particular incident. She isn't. I thought she got okay. All right, maybe I'm wrong then. All right. Unlimited said that happened before Nick and oh Okay. Damn. Why did Heather have one handcuff? Don't cops use zip ties now? Hmm. Ron says, we know Sheila is alive and that's sugar. Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, not just you, Ron. Now, just says Steffi did poke the bear, but Sheila is 6 feet under, and that's no one's fault but her own. Yes. Lobby says, oh, okay. Oh, okay. All right. Well, yeah. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Lobby. Thank you, Renee, for letting me know. Brenda says, I got a question about how did Dante get shot with blood out of his mouth when he was wearing a bulletproof vest? Um, yeah, that was just terrible writing, Brenda, because I questioned the same. Actually, tell you the truth, Brenda, we're all questioning the exact same thing. And yeah, it makes zero sense. And don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong, Brenda. There are certain bullets. They call them widowmakers. Like there are certain bullets that can actually pierce through bulletproof vests, but I doubt that he was actually using that. Jonathan, about yeah, exactly. Jonathan, did you get my email? Check your email. Eleanor says no, Charlotte is more of a product of that than anything with Lula is just a legacy of how her parents' relationship started. It's the foundation to a certain extent. Okay. Unlimited says Widowmakers and Ghost Guns. Okay. I never heard of Ghost Guns. Okay. You told me something new. Unlimited. Rachel says, but isn't more realistic than he was wearing a faulty vest or the bullet was maybe. Hey Rachel, you got a point. LaShawn says Xander needs to mind his business and go back to where he came from. Okay. I mean, my whole thing is like he doesn't have anything. He doesn't have any new proof of what up happening. So he's just going there and at this point stirring up stuff without any evidence. Freddie says, "Oh, okay. I didn't know that. I did not know that. Unlimited." Now, Danny says, "I googled it and it said bruising, cracked ribs, even a bit of internal bleeding is fairly normal when we're talking about a ballistic vest stopping a bullet." Oh, okay. Well, then, then it would explain the blood then. Then it would explain the blood. Renee says, which makes sense just in case any of the targets hit bulletproof vests. Yes. And Alameda says the definition of a ghost guns are untraceable. Okay, well, that makes sense. And let me go back to Wink Wink's comments. By the way, if I missed your comment, it's not on purpose. Wink Wink says I rewatched the episode leading up to Sheila's death. She made a point to mention she had other children. Do you think yes? Some chick named Diana is supposed to be coming to the show. That's what I heard. Wink, wink. That's one of her daughters' name is Diane. Brenda Song says, "I wonder how would Jason to son Danny and Jake feel once they learn their father Jason's still alive. But we all know Carly will be shocked and so happy." Brenda, people are sitting there wondering who's gonna see Jason first. Like I think Jason's gonna go to Carly before he goes to his kids, which is really messed up. I'm gonna say yeah, that's normal, but that's not what we saw. Internal bleeding doesn't show like that. Well, yeah, but you also got to remember it's a soap opera though too. So, and yeah, that's a good question, Duan. Ron says, Albert, just tell Danny that you and Nikisha are partly responsible for Passions getting canceled due to your petition of Tabitha making baby and Dora. Ron, Nikisha didn't have anything to do with it. It was just me. So I wish you would just sit there and get that straight. Duan, Jonathan, I will email you to see what time zone you're in, and then we can just go from there. So that's what I'll do. I will email you the time, and then, well, because I don't know if you are in Central Time, like New York time or not. So I'll email you, and then we can just kind of figure it out. Melinda, why did the other guy call him another name? I didn't actually even hear that. But also, Melinda, thank you for joining tonight. Okay, then I will email you either tonight or tomorrow, then Jonathan. So just be on the lookout for that. Yes, exactly. Like Cat Lady says, hit that like button because it really does actually help. Holy shit. I'm still like, wow, okay, we got 30. Okay, this is new. I'm sorry, I haven't seen that number in a very long time. So it's and also let's everyone say what's up to Melinda. Damn, we really got so many new people up in this. I am like struggling to keep up with the chat. So do not hate me if I miss a couple of them. I know it was weird, Jonathan. I mean, it was cool, but it was also also Jonathan. Let me ask you a question. Do you feel like he lost weight when he was on when he got to GH? Thank you, Cat Lady. I appreciate that. Actually, I'm very looking forward to watching your review tonight. Yeah, I felt like that too. Yeah, that's what exactly I was just saying. I was like, I know it just wasn't just me. Brenda says, well, Dante was the first who saw Jason alive. He was shocked and distracted of who he was. Jason and put his guard down, got shot because of it, but Jason shot the guy after he was. I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see Roger actually being on there. I don't know. Color says, and yes, me and you, Albert, said pretty much the same thing in a new review. Yeah, it was weird. I mean, it's cool, but Belinda says, I had to repeat it a few times to hear, and I heard him say by another name, but he seemed he didn't, wasn't, not to himself, was not himself. I didn't hear it, so I guess I gotta rewatch it. I don't know, John. I just, here's the thing, John. I feel like Roger's done with soap operas. I do. I don't know. I mean, maybe. I don't know. Melinda says, I was watching you for a while. Well, I appreciate that, Melinda. So it's actually really good to sit there and see you tonight. Melinda says, why do you feel that way? I I feel like his time on General Hospital, he just like towards the end, he was not happy. I didn't feel like he was giving it his all in those scenes, and you could just tell. Like sometimes you could just kind of just read their faces, and it's just like, yeah. Rachel says the gray hair guy called him by a different name. Hmm. Wayne Queen says if Dante dies, who's gonna help Sam raise those kids? And Jason's are Drew and Jason's are deadbeats, almost never see their kids. That's true. Now Jess says, I'm so tired of Cyrus trying to get everyone's approval. Saying, yeah, I didn't read that, Jonathan. But okay. Then I guess it will definitely surprise me. Phyllis says Roger can go to Y&R and hook up with Phyllis. Damn, poor Roger. Well, to be fair, Michelle Stafford still got it going on. I'm not even gonna lie. Michelle Stafford still got it going on. So why did it just Annie says Hope says I feel bad, but I really had to drive the point home. I get that. I mean, I know that people don't like Hope for so many different reasons. I know Last Day doesn't like Hope for his reasons. I just felt like he under she understood what he was going through, you know? Exactly, Unlimited. I was like, yo, listen, she still seemed like she works it out at the gym and everything, so but that's my whole thing though, Unlimited. This is a question I was sent to asking. And Jess says Hope is okay. Yeah, I don't think that she's but to be fair, I haven't been watching as long as other people. So she says Roger did work with Michelle back in it. You're right. You're right. Lemon says I never given the new Hope a chance. Okay, that makes sense. I mean, I don't know. It's no, Ron. Why would I do that for? Brenda says Albert. Some anti-Sunny haters believe that Dante got shot because of Sunny, but I say, well, no. Dante got shot because he got shot, distracted. Well, yes. Also, Brenda, he also got shot because he decided to go without backup to sit there and pursue two suspects. So I don't understand why he would do that for as well. That's something that really makes no sense. Rachel says when a married person seeks or receive emotional support outside the marriage, it opens the door for naughty town. Not saying it will lead to something, just talking about the lack of boundaries. Hmm. Well, yes, Rachel, but it is a very complex situation though, because he can't be around somebody right now who he felt that literally killed his mother. You know, rather it was self defense or not. That's just how he feels, and unfortunately, emotions don't have logic. Yeah, Brenda, it was just dumb. That's why I said it's like it was a good episode if you didn't think too hard. Wink Wink says no. Dante got shot because of Chase. You never let your partner pursue a. Well, okay, we can agree to disagree because yeah, I do think Chase was a contributing factor, but also Dante. Why the hell would you sit there and leave without like? Yeah, Jonathan, I said that in my review as well. Rachel says emotions are complex because we can feel more than one at a time. So I agree about the complexity. Yes, that's why I'm saying, Rachel. A lot of people are coming at Finn so out of pocket, like, oh, he's a bad husband, this, that, and the third. I'm like, can you give him a minute to sit there and process? Like, damn, they can kill off the sexless Chase and Ron says glad Lonnie is there for Polina. So where is Jerry Apprentice? Um, I don't know. Maybe if people remember him enough and I don't know, Ryan. I think honestly, tell you, I think you're the only person that actually wants Jerry Apprentice back. Lashanta says, "How long will Sal be staying on days?" As that's a good question. That's a good question. Unlimited says they also never. Oh, you call Michelle. They also never pursued him. They were waiting for him to call. Sonny was like, "This doesn't make any sense." I forgot you told me to call you Michelle. Yeah, no, of course not, Renee. Brenda says, "Well, Dante is a cop. That's part of his line work duty as a cop, and he went under and our FBI case orders, I think." Michelle says, "I used to think Days had the most attractive women in the cast. I'm not sure which soap has that honor now. I've never been a huge fan of Days, but I follow certain storylines." Okay. Hmm. Well, I could sit there and say right now, Michelle, that um, The Young and the Restless, well, you got Archer Charles, and that chick is a 10. Freddie says, "I don't know why the hell Lifetime made another single black female movie. That movie was garbage." Exactly. Brenda's like, "Now on B&B, do you think Deacon will get Steffi arrested? He looks so shocked and pissed." I wouldn't be surprised. I would not be surprised. Oh, you're talking about Michelle Stafford. Okay. And just says B&B has some attractive women. Yeah. Steffi is one. Hope is okay. Like I said, Hope is a 7. Hope is all right. Now, Donna, I mean, it's Donna. Johnson says Steffi is going to go to Leanne tomorrow. Of course she is. Joanna says, "I never thought about which soap has the most attractive females." I never thought about that either. Crystal says Jacobs is what the shooter called Jason, so he must be on the cover. Hmm, maybe. Maybe that theory's on that wholesome. Michelle says Donna has been fine. Yeah, no, Donna, that's that chick. That's that chick. I will sit there and say that she's a 10 and I don't give a damn. Freddie says, "Albert, it was a remake from the classic 1992 single white female movie, then turned it into a black." What the? Oh, hell no. I never heard of that movie. No, I actually have heard of that movie. I actually have heard of that movie, Freddie. Johnson says, "And this week, Finn will put Liam on notice." Yeah, Jonathan, but I'm not gonna lie, that would be so out of pocket. I'm like, bro, you just walked out on your wife, but you want to sit there and put another man on notice? Come on, bro, let that make sense. That would be out of pocket. Yeah, I can see that AE, but I can see that AE, but she's still attending me. Yeah, now I see what you're talking about, Freddie. Brenda says, "Albert, do you think that Everett's lying? Did you see the smirk look on his face at the end of days? Could he be working for Clyde Weston the whole time? I don't trust this guy. He's playing the game." Brenda, I would sit there and say it's too early to tell. It's too early to tell. Um, I know a lot of people are already snipped and making judgments, which is like, that's fine. That's a cool little fan theory, but I'm gonna sit there and just give it a minute and let the whole thing play out. You know, Michelle says B&B was a close second. B&B has usually a smaller cast than the other partly when the other soaps were on, particularly. Yep, that's true, LaShanta. She didn't have a gun, she didn't have a weapon or anything like that. You know, Wink Wink says, Steffi never told Finn Liam kissed her. Ooh, yes, yes, Wink Wink. I totally forgot about that. Ooh, he's gonna be pissed. Ooh, thank you, Wink Wink. Johnson says Everett's not working for Clyde. The smile was just him thinking about the peace of mind he hopes to get when yes. That's what I said, Jonathan. Like for me, it's too early to tell. It's too early to tell. And I see people making a lot of these comments and stuff like that. Jada's just being out of pocket. It comes to a point. It's like you're not confronting him about the past anymore. You're harassing him. Freddie said Drew finally spent time with his daughter for her birthday. He should have been there. Anyways, well, yeah, that's true. 10? Hmm, I don't know about a 10, but okay. Well, said there was a single white female movie. Yeah, no, I've never seen it. I've heard of it. I've never seen it though. Duane says she needs to divorce Ben ASAP. Yo, she kissed another dude twice. Okay, Duane, you're right. She kissed another dude twice, didn't say anything about that to her husband, but yeah, no, she needs to sit there and divorce him. Yeah, no, that's yeah, that makes sense. Hmm. Because she's the victim in that scenario. My dude needs time to process his emotions. He kissed her. Did she say anything? Okay, did she say anything to his husband? Did she say anything to her husband? Let's give the guys some credit. I'm not saying that. I'm just not gonna put it at a 10. I'm not saying that. I'm just not gonna put him at a 10. Mel says I'm gonna love Abe, John, and Steve breaking. Yeah, I'm looking forward towards that. Okay, but did she tell her husband now? Because a lie by omission is still a lie. Lobby says not for kissing, but for not telling. Exactly. Johnson says there was an interview with the actor who plays Everett and the actress who played Jada and Stephanie, an actress who plays Stephanie, mentioned that there is no villain within their current storyline. Hmm. Maybe he's not lying. I mean, maybe he's not lying. Brenda says I know one thing. I can't wait for Gabby to find out. Oh yes, but Brenda really sucks though. Because I like. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm gonna give this new woman a chance. I am, but I feel like we lost Camilla because of all the stuff that wound up happening behind the scenes. All the stuff with Mr. Alar and everything. Yeah, no, do I mean, yeah, Jonathan. I think that it's possible they could have that. One says, tell him he will probably have a nervous breakdown. Okay, but the point is, Dewan, she didn't tell him. Again, lying by omission is still a lie. Just saying. Oh yeah, no, Danny, no, Danny, she gonna be pissed, and she's gonna have every right to be pissed. Pretty says I felt Jeannie performance as Laura crying. about Spencer, but Trina's not working. I don't know what it is, but it's like she's smart. Yeah, no, Freddie. Yeah, she's not good at crying scenes. She's not. Yeah, she's not good. She's not good at crying scenes, and the problem is that a story like this needs that, and we're not getting that from her. Yeah, Jonathan. Yeah. Yeah, I saw that today too. Have a night, Ambassador Sam. Thank you for joining. Yeah, it's bad, Duane. It's bad. But yes, have a night, Ambassador Sam. Thank you for joining us. It was a pleasure. Brenda says, also, why did Harris did not tell Rafe that it was Stefan? I don't know. Maybe he's playing the cards close to the vest, Brenda. I mean, I know there was a reason. I'm pretty sure it was a smart one, though. Just says, I'm just glad we taking a break from her. uh, drama, just the drama that goes on with that character and around her is just, oh, like I said, Jess, I'll sit there and say this. There's reasons why I don't put her on my titles of my live streams. There's reasons why I do not put her on my titles of live streams. So it's nice that we actually have a break from her in all fronts, I would sit there and say. Yeah, wait, wait. Exactly. That's what I said. In a story like Spencer, the loss of her first true love and stuff like that, we're not getting that. And it's disappointing. It's disappointing. Just says, oh no, I get it. Yeah. Like I said, and just it's just not worth the headache. It's really not. As a man that will return when as well, yeah, no, that makes sense. No, I understand why she does not want to return. Um, that's good that the other actress can come back whenever she wants. Duane says Finn does cry. He sneezes out a single tear. Listen, Duane, it's better than what Trina's doing. Freddie says, I believe Tabi version of Trina is trying, but I wasn't captured by the performance. She's not good at crying stuff. That's just the bottom line, and I get it. Um, but she's good at other stuff, so it's like, it. I don't know. Just as like she's okay. She's an okay character. I don't get that hyped. I don't either. But some people do. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. Um, Harry says yes, please. Can she stop trying to cry? It's not working. I agree. I agree, cat lady. Brenda says, Albert, do you think that they will ever find Trip and Wendy on time? Looks like they. No, they will, Brenda. They will. At this point, Brenda, I think because I've been watching it so long, I've been watching these shows for so long. It's like that they will, and it's like there's no mystery, really. Well, says Albert, you remember how you told us Tabi felt? Well, yeah, Duane. I mean, what happens in the members' room stays in the members' room. Johnson says, "Oh, and did you hear that?" Yes, Jonathan. Melanie actually told me that. And he says when Rory died, she just yelled. Yeah, it was so bad. It was so bad. It was so bad, Abe. I knew that eventually Xander's going to be free because those charges. Well, I mean, yeah. Um, like I said, man, I'm glad that I'm glad she stuck by him. It was a, honestly, tell you the truth, I'll sit there and put it this way. I had a really good laugh. I had a really good laugh. I mean, it just happens to be at the actress's expense, but I had a really good laugh though. So I was very happy about that. Oh, all right. Wow. This was this was definitely a party. This was I didn't think it was gonna be such a turnout tonight. Jesus Christ. Whew. This chat actually wore me out tonight a little bit. Unfortunately, I gotta wake up super early tomorrow. So I'm gonna end the stream here. Brenda says, "Do you think that Xander will ever find out that he is?" Yeah, yeah. Here's the thing, Brenda. I just hope that it doesn't drag out too long. That's my whole thing, Brenda. Exactly, Jazz. We had a lot of new faces tonight. I'm oh wow. I am overwhelmed. But yes, have a good night, Queen Jess. Have a good night, Wink Wink. Have a good night, Duan. Laura B says maybe it was Jason. Yeah, it probably was. It probably was Laura B. Um, yeah. Have a good night, Laura B. Have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Have a good night, Valerie. Have a good night, LaShawn. It was good to see you. No, Jonathan. She's too old. She's too old for that. That's the problem. Have a good night, Michelle. Thank you for joining. It was good to actually see you tonight. So I hope you get to come through again. Have a good night, AE. Freddie said trainer should try teardrops. Onions. I was going to say even onions, Freddie, at this point. But yes, have a good night, Freddie. Have a good night, AE. Have a good night, Cat Lady. Have a good night, Gorgeous Cat Lady. Have a good night, Cherry Ice Cream. Have a good night, Danny. Join us next time for another edition of Soap Chat. Thank you, my friend Jonathan, and make sure you do hit the like button on the way out, because it really does help. Clearly, it's been helping. Have a good night, Danny Rhea. Have a good night, Annie. Have a good night, Renee. Have a good night, Melly Mama Hard Queen. Have a good night, Brenda. Thank you. I have to go. Have a good night. See you next time. Yes, Brenda. Thank you for joining tonight. It was really great to see you. And Annie, it was really great to see you as well. And all the new people that came in. Wow. God damn. Yes. Like my good friend Johnson says. Also, like I said, I'm gonna sit there and email you, and we'll come up with a good time, and yeah, we'll have a good time. And I got my notes ready, so got my notes ready, Jonathan. So we gonna have a good time. Yes, but have a good night, Annie. It was really good to see you. Have a good night, Renee. Have a good night, Freddie. I had a great time tonight, especially now that Jason. Yes, Jason F. Morgan is back, Freddie, and I could not be more excited. Yes, have a good night, Jonathan. Have a good night, everyone. Have a good night, my heart queen, Melly Mel. Have a good night, Ronnie Ron. And I feel like I missed some people, but you know who you are, though. So stay safe, and I will see you in the next live stream. Have a good night, Duane, and Darby, and some other people that I missed.